Greetings everyone and welcome to Zoom. Today we'll take you through some features of this exciting new video conferencing platform that URI will be using for its meetings. So the first thing is to change the view of your Zoom window. The default view is speaker view. You see a big image of the person who is speaking along with the other participants at the top. But if you click on the top right-hand corner, you should also be able to change it to gallery view. This shows all of the participants in your Zoom meeting in equal size. And if you have more participants, the view just shrinks to accommodate up to 50 people in a video conferencing meeting. If you mouse over your Zoom window, you'll also be able to see everyone's names, as well as if they're muted or not. There is going to be one participant that will be surrounded by a green border, and that indicates that that is the person who is speaking at the meeting. So speaking of muting, you can actually mute yourself by looking at the bottom left-hand corner, the arrow there, the picture of a microphone with mute down at the bottom. If you click on that, your audio will be turned off. Right next to it is an icon of a camera that says stop video. And if you click on that, your video will stop. Now Zoom as a platform automatically adjusts to accommodate audio and video depending on the bandwidth of your internet connection. Zoom will automatically downgrade your video in order to preserve the audio quality of your call. But if you find that your video is getting quite choppy or your audio is stuttering, you can simply select stop video to continue to participate through audio without any further disruptions. Now, if you should decide that you want to invite other people into the meeting in the midst of the meeting, any participant can do that as well. If you look at the bottom portion of your screen, you should see an icon of a person with a plus sign, and that is your invite icon. If you click on that, you have three options to invite other participants into the call. You can invite them by email, such as you see here. You can invite them by phone to call in. And you can also copy the URL of the meeting ID and send it to them through a messenger service, and then they can jump on the call too. Now, if you wanted to see how the other participants are interacting with the meeting itself, you can look again down at the bottom, the icon of two people with a number up on top that says participants, and that should bring up a white screen to the right of your Zoom window. That indicates a list of the participants, and it also shows who is the host of that meeting. Now, if you look down at the bottom, there's also an opportunity to raise your hand. Now, this is important in case you want to signal to the host that you have a question or you have a comment, but you do not want to disrupt the flow of the meeting itself. By clicking raise hand, it shows the other participants that now you are trying to call attention to something that you have to say, and it indicates to the host that you have something to contribute to the meeting without disrupting it, allowing the host to finish their train of thought or allow others to finish their train of thought and then call back on you afterwards. Another way to participate or interact with the host without disrupting the meeting is through the chat function. So you'll see the chat function on the bottom part of your screen. It's a little word bubble with three dots on it that says chat. And if you click on that, on the same white area beside your screen will pop up the group chat. Now you have two options. You can send a chat message to everyone on the call, or you can select the drop-down menu. You see that blue drop-down menu down at the bottom, and you can select that to send private messages to any participant in the call. On the right-hand side of that white screen, you'll also see a more drop-down menu, and if you click on that, it also has the option to save your chat for the meeting. Now we're moving on to some of the exciting interactive features of Zoom. One thing that is important to note is that only the sharing of the screen option is not limited to the host itself. Any participant can share a screen through Zoom as well. So if you look down again at the bottom side of your screen, you will see a green button that says Share Screen. And if you click on that, a window will pop up in front of your video that shows all of the programs that are running on your computer at any given point in time. And you can select any of those programs and choose to share that automatically. So I am going to show an example of screen sharing now. So I can share my desktop, which you can see here. I can also share a PowerPoint presentation. And I can share a video.
I have the great privilege of hosting a small group of diplomats, scientists, lawyers, religious leaders, and all of them are deeply involved in international nuclear weapons negotiations.
So you can share Word documents, you can share Excel sheets, images, even a view of the folders that you're looking at or your desktop itself. The possibilities are wonderful for this platform. So another functionality, and to stop your share, this is an important thing to note, is there is going to be a red button at the top of your screen. If you are sharing a screen, just click Stop Share and that brings you back to the main session. So another exciting function that Zoom offers is the ability to arrange into breakout rooms. So similar to a face-to-face meeting where the facilitator would break you up into small groups for smaller discussions, we can do that with Zoom as well. So if a host is looking at his or her screen, they'll be able to see an option that says breakout rooms down at the bottom. And if you click on breakout rooms, you can actually assign all of the participants automatically or randomly, or you can put them into breakout rooms manually if you decide that the participants should go in a particular order. The host will see the option of how the people are arranged into their breakout sessions and then have the option to open the rooms. Once the rooms are open, all participants would go into different rooms, and it's good to set a time at this point to say all participants have 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to engage in their breakout sessions, just to give them warning that you'll be calling them back into the main session afterwards. The host at that designated point in time will have the option to close all the rooms, and the participants will be given 30 seconds to wrap up their conversations and be called back into the main screen. At any point in time, if you have to leave the meeting, the option to do so is on the bottom right-hand portion of your screen. It says leave meeting. It would say end meeting for host, and that would conclude your participation in the video conferencing call. Thank you so much for watching this short video. Again, we invite you to contact us if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll look forward to seeing you in our next Zoom call. Take care.